ASICS Gel Resolution 10 in the house. I have listened to you guys. You were talking about my comments on this shoe, that I should actually review the shoe, and here I am. I bought the shoe myself just to try it and to prove myself I was maybe wrong. So in this review I will just talk about my first impressions about the shoe, whether it really is so bad as some of other people talk and point out in their reviews, or whether the shoe is actually good. So guys, stay tuned for more. Alright, so here we have the ASICS Gel Resolution 10 in a half size smaller, which is recommended by ASICS. So instead the usual size, I have the 45, the European 45. I bought the European 44.5, so it is the US 10.5. UK it is just 9.5, and in centimeters it is just 28.25. Why? Because the shoe should be in the forefoot a lot bigger, a lot roomier, so the half size smaller a shoe should fit me better. Let's try this out. I'm really looking forward to trying it. By the way, I bought the shoe in the Czech Sportissimo store for a really good money, because you know, people are not actually buying this shoe that much, and the reports say that the price has gone lower just to track or grab the attention of new customers and of people who are hesitant to buy the shoe. So let's try it. So first of all, I will put the shoe on a scale just to measure it and compare it. With my Wilson Rush Pro 4.0. So first, Wilson Rush Pro 4.0, my shoe of choice. I have a couple of the models. You know, 400 gram in the size 45. The ASICS 447, so that's around almost 50 gram heavier, and that's a lot. Yeah, as you can see that the left shoe is even a little bit heavier, and this left pair, this is brand new. Okay, you can see around 400. Yeah, 400. This is in another color. So you can see which one is heavier, and overall the lighter shoe just works better for me. So smaller size, when we just measure it like this, you can maybe see that it is really just a little bit shorter, or you can see it compared to my Wilson Rush Pro 4.0. Okay, let's go. Okay, not bad. I like the tongue, actually. I like the tongue. The tongue is, you know, it's padded. It's big, beefier. It's padded. Okay, feels good. Okay, it feels a little bit tight in this, you know, in the forefoot here, where my thumb is. I can already feel that the thumb is at the very end of the shoe. But nice snug feel. there is this longer part or taller part of the shoe on the medial side, and well, it doesn't bother me that much. It's actually not that bad. Regarding the stiffness, I can see that once again here it is just a little bit stiffer, which I don't like. It will probably eventually somehow break in, but when I put pressure on it like that, you can see that it doesn't move at all, and also the cushioning is somehow, you know, it feels kind of stiff, even though the shoe in the forefoot should have I believe the forefoot gel, and on the back part there is this massive cushioning that consists of two rubbers. You know, there is this new Flight Foam Blast Plus, some ecological foam, but overall it's not that bad actually. But here I would like to be just a little bit more space, so maybe I should have bought just the regular size. And now the left shoe. Well, the left shoe feels better overall. And the reason for that is, you know, I'm a right-handed player, so I mostly play, you know, every player plays almost mostly or more forehand. And if you play more forehand, you stand more on the foot whether you play with your right hand, then you stay more on the right foot. If you play forehand with your left hand, you stand more on the left foot, and it means that always the foot where you put more pressure during the forehand, you know, is kind of more swollen, is bigger, and it has more muscle and is also a little bit flatter. But overall, it's not bad. It's actually really good. The only issue for me kind of is that the shoe is heavy and the cushioning is kind of, you know, stiff. But overall, not that bad. Regarding the break-in, when I do this, yeah, there is some pop there. You can hear it maybe. On the right foot there is no pop, but nothing that really is kind of distracting me or causing me any kind of pain. The outsole. So let's point the camera on me. So it's actually not that bad. I expect it to be somehow really not working, but in this size, in the half size that is smaller, I just can feel a little bit more pressure on the thumb, on the right foot, which is a bigger foot because it is a playing foot where I stand and I put more pressure on it. But with the left foot, with the left shoe, it is perfect. The fit is perfect. I can use the shoe without a doubt. But am I going to switch from these? Probably no. Why? These are just 50 grams lighter, and the immediate comfort from these is another level. These are just a lot comfortable shoes. Also thanks to this cushioning in the forefoot, which is very soft, and it really goes nicely when you step in the shoe. This is just more flexible and kind of I would say more feel oriented shoe, because the upper is really nice, snug. It's kind of thin, it's not thick. The durability is also a little bit limited compared to the ASICS, of course, but the outsole is great. I like it. When we look at the outsole in the ASICS shoe, look at that, it's kind of also very similar. The shape, you know, the width. Is this really that wide compared to a, let's say, standard shoe or other shoe that should not be so wide? I don't think so. So I think they are both on a very similar width. Maybe the ASICS is just a little bit, you can see it's like, you know, it's just beefier. It's just overall a bigger, it feels like a tank. This shoe truly feels like a tank. And I hope that this part that is here is really nicely flexible in the upper, but down here it is kind of stiff, and it really cannot compare with the immediate comfort. It also, when I try to bend the shoe and somehow to rotate it, it's stiff. God damn it, it's stiff like a board. So it will be a lot more durable. It will also help the heavy players to kind of, you know, gain good amount of energy from the shoe, and not to feel like you are wearing some light bubble shoes that you will just break with your weight. So if you are a heavier player, let's say 80 kilos and above, there is no reason why you shouldn't use this shoe. I'm actually very surprised how it feels. It's a good shoe in my opinion. And yeah, my previous video about how this shoe is bad, it must be the worst update of all tennis shoes. Well, it was based on the reviews from other players. And by the way, I didn't try the previous Gel-Res 8 and 9, so maybe if the Gel-Res 8 and 9 feels kind of more better, or better just than this, then I would just change my mind. But I just tried a Gel-Res after many years. My last Gel-Res was probably the second generation, and so I skipped many generations. I used other ASICS shoes like the Solution Speed and Speed Solution, or how it was named in the previous generations. But this is actually a really good shoe, and for the money I bought it, it must be one of the best offerings. So yeah, nice shoe. You can see how the outsole is curved. It's a little bit more curved on the ASICS. This is kind of more flat, and this one is just a little bit more curved in the upper part. But overall, I wish it was just like 50 grams lighter without that, you know, too much plastic. But somehow I can understand on the pro level tour where the players have just enough energy, they are just more, you know, fit compared to the average amateur player. They can wear these heavier shoes, which they will help them to maintain traction, maintain stability, and all the stuff. So ASICS, I apologize for my previous videos. Maybe I should delete them. Yeah, I will probably delete them from my channel, because, you know, people should change their opinion based on their own experience, and just, you know, delete what was said and done wrongly in the past. Why should I keep a video about this shoe that now, for me, this totally changes the experience? So guys, good shoe from Gel-Res is the best one. I don't know, I didn't try the previous generations, but I can easily wear these without a problem. So guys, leave a comment, write me your opinion on this shoe, and as always, enjoy tennis, play tennis, watch tennis every time, every day, and don't forget to enjoy the maneuverability. Bye guys.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line!